I'm just scrolling up in our chat to find the one where he said he's been doing podcasts for 10 years.
Kenneth, off the top rope.
He came running in while we were fighting in the ring and came off the top rope.
Wow, that was said with the perfect amount of sarcasm. That was beautiful.
Didn't even play the music when you came running in.
Oh man.
Hi, it's Jason with Old Guys Playing Games. We're back for episode 2 by popular demand. I think we had a whopping 10 or 11 streams, guys. This is going to be a hot one. So how's everyone feeling today?
Yeah, I was just wondering, what's your definition of popular? I was just curious.
I think we know Jason's definition of popular.
Well, we're all old guys, so...
It's true.
That's right. Okay, I've got a fun one today. I have gone to... What site do you guys normally go to when you look up a movie very quickly to see who's in it, see how it's rated,
Google.
Any of that?
IMDb.
Okay.
IMDB.
IMDb. Okay. So I went to IMDb to look up the top 25 per IMDb, which means people have voted and rated and things like this. The top 25 80s video games. And please don't look it up because we're going to have some fun here. I'm going to first start with Ken and see if you can get in the top 5. What is, and this says...
Before we vote, we have a question. Have any of us voted in the IMDb top 25?
I have not.
So it's probably put on by kids who were born in the 2000s, but let's continue.
Okay. Well, let's pretend for a moment this was like the place everyone went to vote. Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
1980s, you said?
This is the top 25 80s video games, and just let me scroll through and verify.
Console, PC, arcade. Do we have
this is a combo. So this could be. Let me just see. I don't see. There may be one PC game on here. I know Ken is looking this up, and this is going to piss me off. Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
Wow, Ken's gotten called out already.
Okay, Ken's going first. I want to see if you can get in the top 5 with your first pick.
Oh God, top 5.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go for the obvious. If it's an 80s, I'm going to say Pac-Man.
Could you be more specific?
Ooh.
No, let's see.
Pac-Man.
No. Okay, Miss Pac-Man actually is number 2. And Pac-Man is down the list, number 21.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to go Josh next because Josh is in a little bit of a Sunday afternoon mood. So, Josh, you get the next pick. The Pac-Mans are off the board.
Okay, Pac-Mans are off the board, but does that eliminate... Well, I guess, okay. So, the Pac-Mans are off the board. We have to get in the top 5?
Yeah. If you get number 1, that you, win the whole thing.
I'm just going to go left field. Dragon's Lair, or whatever that is. It Dragon's Lair or Dragon's Slayer?
That actually is number 10.
Oh,
but it's the year that was released?
Pick. It does.
That would have been 1983.
Holy cow, Stu! Did you look that up?
No, I'm looking now. I'm here in my room. No,
that's impressive. That was 1983. That is right.
Thank you.
That's a pretty good memory for an old guy.
I just remember when I played. I was trying to remember when I played it, where I was, and that's where it came up.
Wow. Okay, so Stu, you're next with your pick.
Well, I mean, there's choices. I'm going to go with Galaga.
Wow, that was actually number 3.
Nice.
Good.
That was number 3. So, anyone want to venture a guess at number 1?
Space Invaders.
I think that was like a late 70s.
Was it?
Somebody's having some echo on there.
That was me. I'm sorry, my phone keeps going out. Right, but yeah, I thought that was 70s.
But Tron.
Tron is...
I'd be surprised if Tron was top 5.
No, Tron's not even in the top 25.
Oh.
Now, there's a game on this list that I have never played in my life. I do not... And if you guys...
Is it number 1?
No, number one. I'm not going
No,
to tell
don't say
number one
yet.
Uh,
Let's dance around it.
Does it say? Can you give us a hint, like on what the? Well, I assume Donkey Kong's on there. Does it give a list of? Does it tell it what it was on?
I will say it is for sure a Nintendo platform.
Super
Not Mario?
Brothers or
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Zelda.
Super Mario. Was that made it?
Which one? Which Super Mario though? Super Mario number 4.
I think we established last time I didn't have a Nintendo. So.
Super Mario had to be the regular one, right? The first one, just Super Mario Brothers.
That was number 4. Super Mario Brothers is number 4, but
right.
from the same family is actually number 1.
Mario Kart.
No,
it's still a Mario.
What's
Super
the
Mario
second?
Brothers
What's
thing?
the second Super Mario? I don't know what the name of it was. Luigi or something.
I want to see if you guys can picture the cover. It's a yellow cover where Mario is like flying through the air. Yellow, bright yellow. And as soon as I say it,
and he's pretty much orange, right? He's not. It's like an Atari. It was an Atari first, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
I'm thinking of when he was in Donkey Kong.
Mario meets Nuketown. He's wearing his hazmat suit.
Nice. Okay, I'm not going to say it. We're going to come back. We'll come back to it. If you guys think of it, just say it. But the one that I am totally confused by, number 11, Robotron 2084.
Oh yeah. Stuart, you got to change your mic.
I'm trying.
Holy cow!
Wired heads.
As a matter of fact, I believe they had a Robotron release for Xbox.
Whose
It's Stuart.
audio is that?
Let me find. I'm gonna find the Robotron link for the Xbox. I swear.
What is Robotron? Why don't I remember that one?
Robotron was a robot in the middle that you could shoot in any direction with with the joystick. One joystick was controlling the character. The other joystick was the direction in which you shoot.
That sounds so familiar.
And it was more of like laser shots, not like bullet shots, like Contra or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the visuals. I can't say that I. Oh my gosh, Stuart! Holy cow, he's freaking out right now.
Xbox 360 Midway Arcade Origins Robotron 2084.
I wonder if we could get that on.
That's the number 1?
No.
Or that's one you just don't know?
No, that's like number 11.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll send you the. You're watching the video?
I've got it. You don't have to send it.
Isn't that crazy?
It sounds so familiar, but I can't picture it.
I'm going to throw a game out on this list.
The sound effects of it cracked me up.
22. And tell me how many hours you guys played this game. Ikari Warriors.
Oh, wait a minute.
Remember that game?
Wait, I'm sure I did, but I cannot remember what it is. Ikari Warriors.
Ikari Warriors. It was like a like an overhead view of these guys like.
Oh my god!
Wasn't that like the poor man's Contra or something?
Yes, exactly.
I played that. I just googled it. I played that. I mean, we're talking weeks like of playtime.
Right. Yeah. I'm in an insane amount of time.
It was kind of like Rambo, wasn't it? Like it looked like Rambo, the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
the guy
like
Rambo.
cursor. Yeah.
Now Contra is actually up on the list. It's number 5 on the list.
Contra's my jam.
Contra is a great game. Now we mentioned a game the other day that we all played, and it's from Capcom. Let me see if this is gonna
Commando.
No, it's from Capcom. They had, I think, at least 2. They may have had 3. Oh, they definitely had. I remember when this game came out. 1988. Dr. Willie escapes from prison and plans revenge on...
Dr. Willie.
Castle Wolfenstein.
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Mega Man 2 was number 6.
I was never a Mega Man
fan. I remember it. I don't think I ever played.
Again, it was a big Nintendo thing, and I didn't have one.
Now, here's another one on this list that I can't say that I've played. I remember the name. Prince of Persia is number 16.
Oh my
God! But that was PC, right?
No, it doesn't say.
I played it on PC, but I think that they had some ports over to other.
I know, yeah, I remember, but I feel like that was mainly a PC game, so I
The
never
thing I
played
really
it.
liked about that game was the lifelike motion of the character running. It was one of the first ones that did
Yes,
that.
now that you say that, yes.
Not only that is that when you stopped running, your character didn't stop running like, defying the laws of physics. He actually would slide a little bit and had to slow down. He couldn't just
Oh my
stop on a
gosh.
dime.
You're
So you really had
right.
to plan ahead. If you were coming up across somebody you had to fight.
I don't
I used
remember
to
this.
love that game.
I don't remember
Yeah,
this one.
that was great. Now, on number 25, this is a game undoubtedly we all played, and Stuart right now is freaking out. We played this game, and I'm going to see if you guys can guess it based on this. You played it with your 3 friends, and you would
Top Golf?
no, it's
Not Top Golf. Golden
No.
Tee.
no,
Or
no.
Blitz?
It was the dungeon game with the wizard and the
Yes.
and I'm trying to think of the title of it. It had the wizard, it had the warrior
The
and
Valkyrie.
And
I think I remember this. Well, what's the name? When you say the name, I'll remember it.
Yeah, God, it wasn't dungeon in the title, but that's what makes me think of it. It was a crawler game like that. Oh God.
Starts with a G.
Gauntlet.
Yes, you
Oh,
got it.
Yeah,
now
love that game.
Here's one we played at the arcade.
Wait, before I want to know if this one's on there. Joust?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Talking about the laws of physics.
Joust, man. That game was awesome.
That was one of the first games where you had to think, you had to anticipate how long it was going to take for that ostrich to stop.
Yeah.
Because it definitely
that was the first Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird. Now, how about this? You control this. I'll give you a hint. 1981. You control a yellow crab-shaped shooter that travels along the outside rim of a 3-dimensional tunnel, shooting enemies down the alleys of the tunnel while avoiding any coming down.
That was one of the first rotoscope ones, right? It was like
with the little wheel
where it had it wasn't it
Tempest?
like just lines.
Yes.
Tempest. Yeah.
Tempest.
Very good.
And
Very
Stuart's
good.
back.
Can you hear me?
I bet Steve. Yeah.
What
better?
What number is Tempest?
Number 19.
Tempest. I love that game with the knob. That was awesome.
Am I wrong in talking about the fact that it was like a rotoscope? It was like the Battlezone graphics.
No, you're not wrong. It was rotoscope. You went around to sort of. Yeah, that's right. You went sort of around the thing. Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
All right, I'm gonna find that video. Love that.
Stu, when you're not talking, put it on mute. Put your thing on mute if you can. It's still echoey. How about this? Number 20. I'll read the clue. Samus Aran, a bounty hunter, is sent to destroy a band of space pirates who've stolen a Galactic Federation-owned space research vessel with samples of blank, a dangerous parasitic life form. Starts with an M.
Metroid.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. I love that, man. I love that game. I was
Metroid.
able to. It took me forever, but I finished it.
Of course you did.
Of course.
Now, we did talk. You did say, I think you said a game earlier. No, you didn't. You actually did not say this game. It's number 14, 1986. In the late 15th century, a vampire slayer, Simon Belmont, must destroy Count Dracula by infiltrating his sanctuary. What was his sanctuary called? It's also the name of this game from Konami. Number 14.
Castle.
You're getting close.
Vania.
Yes,
Castlevania. Thank you. God.
Now, number 13. It does say 1984, but I think I played this only on Game Boy. It was the hottest. It was like the first major game on Game Boy. It's the reason people bought Game Boys.
I don't think I had a Game Boy ever.
I didn't either. My friends had one. Tetris, exactly.
Oh yeah, Tetris. Yeah, I played that later in life.
Now, how about a game that it's number 8? It's in 1981. It's a game that you felt like you were gonna break the joystick because you were just you were using the damn joystick so hard. You
What?
had to go up, left, down, up, right, up, back, up, left, up. You were gonna just totally break
I know
the joystick
exactly
off
what
the
you're
game.
talking about, but I can't. I
Right?
can't tell you what it is.
In this arcade game, you must help something cross a highway and a river while
Frogger.
avoiding obstacles. Remember, you felt like you were
Yes.
going to break that joy, and it was always really worn off. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
it was always a very worn joystick. You always, like, if we had the fear of germs like we do these days, back in the day,
Oh
when
my
going to the
gosh, yeah.
arcades,
Yeah.
right? You just walk up,
Yeah,
and these
it's
guys,
over.
these sweaty dudes, would be playing these games for hours. And you walk up, grab a nasty old quarter, and stick it in, and
It's
yeah,
a wonder that we didn't die of
It's
some
amazing, right?
terrible communicable disease.
That's right. We somehow made it. Now, number 7. The thing that I think about number 7 is just the great soundtrack that went with this game. This is early. This is 1980, and this is number 7 on the list. The player controls a gun that can only move in the bottom fifth of the screen. The object is to shoot this thing that works its way down to the player area through a field of mushrooms.
Centipede.
Yeah. Think about the soundtrack. How loud and
That was a
good
good.
that.
That was a good
Oh
one.
yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
Again?
Stu probably played a lot of Centipede. That was 1980, Stu. Number 7 on the list is Centipede.
That's early.
I did. You get in the right spot, and you just sort of hit the button and try to get that little coming down in one little hour so you can kill.
Yeah.
That was a good damn game. Okay, so the only game we've not mentioned on this list.
Is number 1.
No, we already did. We got number 1. I thought, or didn't you say it?
No,
yet?
we said
No,
don't
you said it was
tell
one
us.
brand of the Mario Brothers, but we didn't know which one.
Oh yeah, and you guys are gonna know this is 1988, so it's later in the 80s. And it was probably the top.
It wasn't Donkey Kong Jr.
No, it was part of the Mario Brothers family, but it was probably the largest selling video game of all time. I have to imagine. I can see the cover, and every single person that had a Nintendo had this game.
Was it Zelda?
Zelda's on the list. Zelda's like number 15.
I don't know. I only really
Okay,
played the original.
you guys ready?
Yes.
Maybe if I read it. King Koopa has kidnapped Princess Toadstool, taking over all 7 kingdoms in the Mushroom World, and put his 7 kids in charge of them. It's the Mario Brothers to the rescue. Super Mario Brothers 3. If look it up, look at the box cover, and know that every single person had that game. That was a hot game. Okay, here's the only one I don't think we talked about.
Oh.
Actually, there's 2 we didn't talk about.
Wait.
Go ahead.
This is arcade? No, it's not arcade. So what about Metal Gear? Was that?
No, oh my gosh, did I play a lot of Metal Gear?
I love
that.
Metal Gear.
That
Love
was
it.
a game I bought all the books for that would show you where everything is at.
Yes,
'Cause
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Metal Gear was awesome.
Undoubtedly, Ken got every possible thing you could find in that game. Remember how there was like, you always had to go down these like weird routes.
And the
to
sound,
get this-
and that one sound. Ding! Whatever that is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, this next one.
I need to make that my text tone.
Stu's era. This is 1980. Missiles from the sky are attacking the cities.
Missile.
You as the
Missile Command.
Yeah, Missile Command.
I love Missile Command.
What did you
I
play
stayed
that
at
on,
home.
Stu?
I stayed at home. Well, I played on arcade originally, but Atari.
Atari, yeah.
I was that day that it arrived. You
course
didn't
you
know
were.
something was good. No, but those days you didn't know something was going to arrive. Remember, there was no tracking.
Oh, that's true.
But it showed up. I was saying, I'm like, I'm playing this all day.
Yeah, that's a great game.
That's a great game.
There's one game we have not mentioned. It's number 23, 1987, and I can't place this. The 4 light warriors must fulfill a 2,000-year-old prophecy, traversing the land in order to restore light to the 4 elemental orbs and defeat an ancient evil to save their world. I cannot.
I guess
It's
in
a
my head.
fantasy.
I can think of it. I remember this. You walk around and it would the lightning would come from the staff and. I can't remember the
I
name.
don't remember this one.
What-
Not by
what-
the
can't believe-
description.
Final Fantasy.
Oh,
I
that
never
wasn't it.
played that.
I didn't
That
play
was not my
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Never played it.
Not my
And
thing.
I don't think we see if you can. This is the last one. Nobody said it yet. Think about this sound or this sound. There's
The
stupidest
dentist
sound.
office?
The vacuum cleaner?
Was that a video? Paperboy?
Okay. 1981. There's no plot. We can add a plot, it looks like, here on IMDb. This was definitely an arcade game. And I think I bought it for my Atari. It's like you're in a spaceship and you fly left or right and up or down.
Defender?
Defender.
Remember, like when you would get the
course.
hyperspace or hyper.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
man.
sound. You know that
Well,
sound.
it was like the Battlestar Galactica plane. It looked like the
Yes.
Battlestar
Yes.
Galactica.
Yes, it
We
was.
did.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
I love that.
So
one.
that was-
Defender was a classic. That's one now, right? It must be the same company.
Right. But
Like when you
does
buy
that-
them, the machines.
Super Mario Brothers 3, number one. What would you have put number one, Ken? That list that you've now heard. Which one of those would you have put at number one? Number two was Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that was going to be number one.
I probably, honestly, I think I probably would have put Miss Pac-Man at number one. I mean, God, I can't imagine the amount of money that has
Right.
been gained from that company that had that machine. You know.
Speaking of which, did you see the story about that, by the way? Did you watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
That
pretty
was
amazing.
great.
That's
I'll
pretty
have to
cool.
watch that.
That it was essentially a hack. It was an
Right.
aftermarket sort of arcades could buy to put on there, and yeah, it was pretty cool. You go watch it, Ken. It's really good.
Yeah, that was a great. The only other one, like I would have put Mario Brothers instead of Mario Brothers 3. That
Yeah,
was
I
odd.
would too. The original Mario Brothers was. I talk about hours spent trying to get that last thing.
Yeah.
We didn't say Dig Dug.
Dig Dug. Oh, how
Dig
could we
Dug.
leave that one off? I loved
Yeah.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug, number 9,
What about
1982.
Burger Time? Was Burger Time not on there?
Oh my God, Burger Time wasn't on there, but I played the hell out of that game.
What about
Burger Time.
what was the
here?
chopper game? What was the chopper game?
Oh, that was Contra, wasn't it?
No.
No.
It was a Chopper,
What the hell
something
was
chopper.
that chopper game?
Yeah, no,
1980s chopper video game.
What was the
What's
one
that called?
with the root beer that's
Choplifter.
Choplifter. Yeah, that was.
Oh, wait a minute.
Choplifter.
Wait, what was that? I must have. That
Oh.
sounds so Choplifter.
I've got one for you.
Choplifter.
I've got one
Yeah.
for you. What is it called? Was it called Lunar Lander? Remember the one with the little green?
Yeah.
lemon chip?
Yeah, you were on
You
the,
had to try
you had
to
to
get the
bounce
drift
it.
right.
And,
Right to land. It was like a little. Awesome.
Oh
so
my gosh, I'm
this
looking at that.
is a perfect example. So Choplifter, I believe, was the original title, but Activision came out with one called Chopper
Yes.
Command.
Chopper Command, I think, was the one that I played.
Yeah,
Mm.
Chopper Command. I'm gonna look that up. Yes, Chopper Command, and I can see the case. It's Activision.
Oh,
You're right.
yep.
What was the one?
Yes, Chopper Command was one I played.
The arcade game where you slid the beers down the.
Tapper.
Tapper. Yeah.
Future barmaids and bartenders.
That's right. Right.
It was root beer, guys. It was root beer. It wasn't.
It was root beer.
That's
I think I
right.
meant that. Yeah, it was root beer. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Those are fun games. We should do a sort of arcade because it was intense
Yeah.
back in those days.
I want to do like a special arcade episode. We may even do where we've got we may do on Green Room where we can invite a bunch of people just to join it and we can moderate the discussion
That'd be
because
cool.
arcades were a big part of how I spent my time growing up. If I wasn't in my basement playing video games, I was at the arcade with my friends.
Showbiz Pizza Place.
Showbiz
Yeah.
Pizza. Yeah.
Ask Yeo Fisher. It was right next to Kmart.
Nice.
They had mine was at Times Square Mall.
Oh, that you
There was
were
the-
you were there? You were out there?
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Oh wow.
Well, the
Night Razor.
it was the
Mm-mm.
racer. It was a sit down.
Oh, Night Racer. Yeah.
It had these little white pylons that sort of defined
Yes.
the road,
Oh,
and you
that
were
was
like
fun.
turning
Yeah.
Wait,
That
was
the
pole
precursor,
pole
like
position
pole
on that?
position.
pole position, great one, and but that was later. I think pole position might have been 90
82.
as well. What was the one that was sort of like the Miami Vice one?
Spy Hunter. No?
Oh no, Spy Hunter was awesome.
No.
Leave the oil slicks. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll do the arcade episode with people to join, because that's one that I think we're going to have some fun with. Thanks everyone for listening and bearing through our audio issues. We'll get better at this. It's all my fault. I know it is. But anyway, thanks for joining our second episode. Let us know what you think. We have a website now, oldguysplayinggames.com. We've got a Twitter handle, Old Guys Playing Games. I think it is something like that. But anyway, check us out anywhere you can check out your podcast. This is Old Guys Playing Games.
Insert
Episode 2.
theme. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I'll fix this.
Jason,
bitches.
come on.
Outrun.
Hey,
was
are we-
the
are we
gonna-
Miami Vice one.
Outrun.
Outrun.
Outrun was so great. Goodbye.
Bye. That should be our